I don't want to talk like that counter. That nigga here, bitch.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That was my elbow.
Really? We're talking?
For 2020. It's Illuminati. Alright, you can click X for real.
Sure. Hold on.
I already clicked it.
Oh, I'm coming now. How about that? Damn.
What color you ready to wear?
Probably like the orange. Nah, you got orange in there. I rock white.
Okay.
Derek Brown's in. Oh, you guys are Simmons. I don't know. That's what I was looking for. Nigga, I don't got no superstar X Factors like that. I don't know, so come on. I said, don't be wearing white, boy. I tell her wearing white. I ain't white enough to wear white. My connection, yeah. What you give 7-Eleven counter? It's not counter email? Who the hell email is? It's not counter email. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there's a award. Oh, shoot. Forgot all about him. I'm assuming he's gonna be on Mr. Parker, but he's gonna get booked, so it don't matter.
And coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie.
Okay.
EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
No people in here. Alright, don't accept that invite to see chat.
Hey, Mike 20! 20!
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's caught by Howard. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's on a play right now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Play, dummy, strong.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What now, nigga? Lance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Denzel Ward.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play.
That's the first time I ever used Henderson or Denzel.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
That's not Carter. That's Isaiah
Simmons. That's my first time I ever seen. 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll let it go.
You think I'm not forcing? Oh, no! You're stupid!
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
You still threw it?
I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their
No,
meeting
I
rooms.
wanted to.
Yeah, we know
I
where
didn't
we'd be
think
if
he
it
was
ended
dumb
today, but
enough
we
to
also
still
know
throw
it's not
it.
ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is met
Show
quickly
everybody in the
backfield.
league why you
Down
the
he
best.
goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But
Good opening
I
quarter
don't like
for
his
him.
words
Remember, he
out
had the
there.
sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Yo, how did you have so much time? I
they're gonna have
blitzed
another
the
first down as he's
safety
gonna be
because
tackled at the Browns'
one of them wasn't
28.
going to be blocking.
On first down, Howard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Fitzpatrick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Tell him he got open.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Chop block.
Fitzpatrick. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case,
Want.
out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Who was your kicker?
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He's going to fire one.
Baker!
Rifles one that's intercepted.
Yo!
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
My.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Please look what just happened, dummy.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before
he was
they've intercepted
wide
it. So that's a nice job
open.
of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give me that!
Intercepted by Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Armbar and bulldozer. Yeah. You know what time it is.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Giving my receiver so much space.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield on play action. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now there's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Yo, I didn't even see him
It's a
until
big
just
play
now.
there for the Browns. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what...
And his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb,
Where was your
his
blue zone
9th
at?
touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good.
You sure he was on the right zone? He probably was on the purpose. Because one of them had to go and help the post up. This is Jarvis Landry. I looked at I looked
It's
at
fielded a
Uday.
few yards into the end zone.
And then I
And
looked,
he'll be brought
and then I
down
looked
at the
at
23,
Jarvis,
make it the
and then I just
24-yard
kept looking.
line.
He was busting on shit.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of
Wow,
teams
this Patrick
plays,
is
we know
young.
that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
So
I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Howard, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, color. Left.
I don't remember what college
First down, Fitzpatrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this?
Either convert them
or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftimes.
Points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Set now
Drew
to kick
Brees,
this one
6
away,
for 6,
and off it
73
goes.
yards. And he losing to Brady. He losing to
This will be
Brady.
taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's a fun percentage.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got
Man,
this last
Fitzpatrick in real life would have tried to take the hit.
Start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get...
Third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Parker, the intended target from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield.
Make a play. No, I was done so
So he got 3 on
long.
1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. So we reach halftime.
I mean,
in what's
why
been
was
a
my
fairly
suggested play
one-sided
just
game
field
so
goal?
far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, all right, Coach.
Yo, I didn't know.
Welcome everyone
Bush.
back for
I wasn't paying attention.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I got you. Pick that. Regular. Topper.
Oh, no.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
If I had more time, I'd have got so much
too far.
yards.
Brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And he's going to be taken down in the end zone. Fitzpatrick sacked, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter.
How did they stay inside?
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion. Put people.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick going right side here, and that's complete.
Great pass.
And he'll take this into the end zone for
Honestly,
a Dolphins
I didn't even think you were going to get to that.
A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
That's why he got 14. Breeze 7 for 7.
Good by Sanders.
That means they're getting a whole lot of offense.
Off this lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd-and-1, here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
How did you
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Tighten down. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I had more field. That's
I'm
6
laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
It's complete. Hooper. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
61, match box, light. Hurry, hurry.
He's coming, double up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
What's that? Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast.
Let's go!
End zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh!
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position
Somebody
means
do
go ahead and
something.
attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I got out of bounds.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to look deep now for Lamb. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Mayfield. And get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson.
He was open,
in there to get
Kuro.
him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Can y'all give me some time back here, fellas?
Mayfield to throw.
Catch it!
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miles Garrett.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He ain't drop it. He ain't touch it.
Mike 20, quit talking about it.
Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Yo!
That one almost intercepted.
I'm not teasing. I'm trying to
defense.
defense.
The football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter.
Coming from
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And he completes it to Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
How you got it with that like that, man?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. Game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I've tried to force feed Odell and he still only had 4 catches. 63-7. 17 for 20, 511 passing touchdowns, 4 carries, 15 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. Demario Davis, 7 sacks. Necessary? Is it necessary? Frustrated running back, Nick Chubb. Nope, not looking at it. I'm not. No. I picked these niggas because I wanted to use Myles Garrett. Dummy, the only nigga that's still on the field that plays in the secondary that was on this team is Denzel Ward. CJ Henderson. Right. I mean, I don't want to hear anything from the nigga that just used the 49ers. Yes, you do. I mean, when I play you, I be hearing you clicking the analogs and all that stupid fast. I mean, you be doing adjustments too, so. Nope, still an adjustment. Nah, I learned this. Listen. Let me talk. Let me talk. No, I told Matt about it. We went into practice to learn how to stop. Yeah, to learn how to stop the corner routes. Corner routes. That's why I made it. And and surprisingly, it blamps everything else. I don't. You know what I mean? He was sitting there strong eye for him half the game. I care. Yeah, now you're lying. Man, I'm the Super Bowl champ. I don't know, nigga. Nope. Nope. I, not my fault you be throwing pick sixes. I mean, I don't care. I run it against everybody. No difference. It's no difference. I run it against everybody. Yeah. I ran my defense the last 2 plays of the game. Yeah. What difference does that make? Carell plays the game too. He plays this game more than you actually. So what's your excuse now? He plays it way more than you and plays online. Well, you got more experience with Madden than he do. Nope. I put you out the playoffs and won the Super Bowl. That's the first season. I'm talking about the most recent one. I'm the most recent champ. Nope. 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 I got 4. Nope. a cheeser. I'm a cheeser because I got a defensive setup that works. Alright, whatever. Keontae. I'm upgrading my players right now. I mean, you was online, and then you left. You got offline soon as Keith and them got on. When I was ready to invite you. I mean, what's the point of upgrading zone coverage, and they not gonna give me zone coverage? Oh, I think that's TK cousin. Saints, Cardinals, Dolphins, Cleveland. Yes. What kind of question is that? And guess who we traded them to? No, even worse, the Falcons. Nigga. He hates the Falcons. Nigga, he hates everybody in the NFC South or whatever division that is. Oh, yeah. Hold up. Let me invite Dustin right fast. You can click Ask Keontae. I used Lamar one time when I played Keys and he beat the brakes off of me. You got red or black one? Okay. The same way we always do it, nigga. Keith had first pick. That's a clowny sandwich running that ball on him. Man, you can go find one. That was the second trade. The Jets. Odell, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. D-Hop got 613 yards, but got this.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Dummy, even with cheese, dummy, you was beating them Ravens. I mean, I was cheesing them niggas. This white on brown, that's crazy.
Murray now on first down.
Oh, he got me.
And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch the whip.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the gun on third down, Murray flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Yeah.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that...
Y'all left the stream.
Having a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check three. Bridgestone, grab it. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback.
About it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Check 24. Check 24.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch tight end. Hey.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's track. Jump. At the 33-yard line. Mike 50. Go. Watch the goose.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there.
It's a gain of
People
5.
worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check 15, check 15. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to dive. Knows the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Point it right.
Mayfield on play action. And
Keontae?